Hey, I'm Suzanna Lanier, actor and acting coach for over 25 years.
I'm Jess Greenberg, casting director for over 10 years.
We're here to help you navigate this crazy, creative, and sometimes chaotic journey into the film and television world.
We share our insights as to what works.
And invite some pretty spectacular guests to share more ideas to move you on your journey.
So without further ado, let's get into the show.
Have you ever thought about why you're an actor? Well, this topic comes up on this week's episode with veteran casting director Rosina Bucci when we discuss the increased competition through self-tapes. So, Jess, what do you think of this subject?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved Rosina's take on it. You know, two things that stuck out. First of all is, like we've discussed too, is the audition is the opportunity. So
Right.
having that first round through self-tapes is actually increasing the opportunities to more people, because when we had in-person auditions, we would have to sort of bring in the safe options because we didn't have the time and the luxury to, you know, explore a bit with different talent. We would bring in the ones that we were comfortable with, familiar with, had the resumes to fit those characters. So with self-tapes, it actually allows us to see a lot more people.
Right.
And the other thing that she brought up is that it's a bit of an excuse, you know.
What do you mean? Like, what's an excuse?
That there's more competition or the defeatist attitude about
Right.
so many self-tapes. And I agree in that really the only competition is yourself. And it goes back to like your intention of wanting to be an actor. Like, why are you an actor? And you have to find that reason, find that purpose, because that's what will make you enjoy the process, because
Right.
it is a lot.
Yeah, it's so interesting what you're saying, because I am so clear with like my mission statement as a teacher, which is, and I've said it before and I'm saying it again, to use my joy and enthusiasm to bring people together, to empower each other into inspired action. And that makes total sense to me as a teacher. And that's how I, my intention before I go into every class. As an actor, it's trickier for me because I want to say like, oh, I want to be an actor because I want to tell stories that are going to move people, that are going to change the world. But that's not the reality of what I'm going in for. I don't know if that commercial is going to change the world,
Yeah.
Maybe it will. But in general, I pretty much audition for anything I can audition for. And I did bring this up to my students, like, why are you an actor? Because I believe if you have a strong mission statement, it'll sustain you through some of the harder times. And I had one student, I loved what he said. He just said, look, when I go to the movies, even, a superhero movie, actually mostly the superhero movies, he's like, I walk out of that or feeling like empowered and strong. He's like, oh, and if I could be one of those actors that would affect the audience in that way to feel strong and empowered and take on the world kind of things. He goes, I would love to be able to participate. And I think that was fabulous. And that moved me.
Yeah.
But
that is beautiful. It is beautiful.
It is beautiful. But I've chosen to stay in Montreal and I haven't auditioned for a Marvel superhero yet,
Of course. Yeah.
So
it's not the reality here.
It's not my reality. Everybody's reality is different. But I do love to connect. This feels personal and less like changing the world. And I still think that's okay. It's fun. I enjoy it. I like being on set. I like connecting with people. I like watching the thing being made. And I like feeling I'm participating even in a little way in this, even if it's just like an MOW, not some big thing. It's fun,
Yeah.
And also the MOW, there's nothing wrong with that either. That's entertaining for people. That gets them out of their head for a couple of hours. So that was sort of my mission statement. It's fun. I remember our older episode with Tanisha when she said, when she goes in for the self-tapes or for the auditions, she's chasing truth or that's her kind of criteria. And I love that too, because when you are in the moment connected with another person, it's very fun. It's very fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay. I think we're allowed to do it because it's fun too.
For sure. I don't think it has to be this like big, crazy answer. I think it could literally be like, I am good at what I do. Like you said, you honed a skill
Yeah.
and your craft and you're good at it and you like how you feel when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And if that brings you joy and you have fun with it, that is what you should focus on. And it doesn't have to be any more than that, really.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just remembering to bring that into your self tapes. And what I liked, and everybody's going to hear it because they're all going to listen to the episode with Rosina on Thursday, which is
Yes.
going to be amazing. But she said the rest of it, when us actors sometimes complain about how many self tapes there are going out right now and how it feels like harder and harder to book a part. She said, and I'd like to word, that's distraction. You're distracting yourself from your purpose. And that's when we go, why are you an actor? Because if it's fame and fortune you're looking for, that's fine. But why do you want to be famous? Like what is it about fame that you're so attracted to or that you want? Because
Yeah.
then that's something you need to unpack.
Exactly. Yeah, we talk about that too, about staying in Montreal versus going to other cities
places.
or countries. You really have to know yourself and your goals and what you want to achieve. And you can do so in different places, but you have to become like laser focused, I think, to
Right.
A, enjoy the process, and B, make a plan.
Right, to make a clear plan of it. So yeah, I mean it's interesting. I think the stuff that Rosina talks about with the distraction, everything else is distraction, to focus on your craft. We also talk a lot about ambition, which I think was interesting. How ambitious are you? What your intention is? What do you want out of your career? And how much location influences your ability to book. Got me thinking about, being distracted about the stuff that doesn't really make a difference. And also why I want to be an actor. And the only thing that I really could come up with is, yes, there's the greater good of influencing people in a good way. But honestly, and I'm repeating myself, it's not always the case, but I like it. I have developed a skill and I liked it. I like it. And I think that's okay too.
Yeah, I
What
think
do
it's
you think, Jess?
amazing. Absolutely. And I agree. It doesn't have to always be to save the world, to inspire. It literally could be like, nope, this is for me. This is what I enjoy doing, and this is what I want to do.
Excellent. Well, I think this was great. And I hope this was a good preview for everybody. And they'll join us on Thursday for the extended version. And you'll hear Rosina's opinion, which is just so inspiring and enlightening because she gives us some straight talk.
Yes.
But it's very informative. So I hope to see you there, everybody. Have a great couple of days.
Thank you. Bye.